Check. Yo, this ain't Queen Latifah, yo, or Queen Sheba. It's Queen Rashida, turn a hater to believer. And if you don't believe her, I probably wouldn't need you. To stay up on my grind, boy, I probably wouldn't see you.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you all for tuning in for another episode of Welcome to the Life of. Of course, I am your host, Danny D, and today we are here with our very first female MC. Now, I'm sure you've seen her on X Factor Season 2. You've probably seen her on MTV, or you might have heard her freestyling with Sway in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have with us the one and only RAtheMC. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you all for tuning in for another episode. How are you today, Ra?
I'm great. I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good myself. Now, you're actually the very first female MC that we've had on this show.
Nice.
So let's talk about that for a second. Why do you feel like it's so difficult for women to make a name in the hip-hop industry?
Just because we're outnumbered. You know, it's just more men in power. So they employ more men in power. So it's just really hard for us to get an opportunity. But I think that's a good thing because if you make a way for yourself in the game, you stand out.
So let's talk about some of your earlier struggles that you may have had coming up in the industry.
A lot. Earlier struggles, the typical ones, you know, hard to get put on shows, or when you do get put on shows, a lot of times I would get pulled the day of, you know, you name it, radio placements, features, even when I did X Factor. Go by the name of RAtheMC. I'm here with L.I.F.E. Just wanted to tell you guys, welcome to the Life of. And now I'll never follow. I told him that I'm a leader. If rap fire back, I'ma sing like Anita.
People who may not know about your story, explain a little bit about how your father influenced your music career.
Actually, the first time I rapped in public, we were in New York. I was in New York with my dad, and we were walking down Canal Street. This kid had a boombox, a huge boombox, and he plugged the mic into it. And my father was like, "Hey, let my daughter rap." I'm like 9 years old. So by the time I stopped, it was a crowd of people, you know, watching. So I think that was when I was like, I got something here, and he was too. Okay. You know.
So even after the passing of your father, you still continue to go hard within your music. But was there ever a point in time where you felt like giving up?
All of last year, all of 2014 was a really, really big struggle. But the connection between me and music, like a big part of that is the relationship with me and my dad, my adoration for my dad, you know, so I felt like I was doing him a disservice if I quit.
So you've actually been going really hard lately. You recently performed at South by Southwest. You headlined at the Fillmore, and you have a birthday celebration coming up at Howard Theater. So let's talk about the Fillmore for a second. That was actually your first time headlining in DC, correct?
My first time headlining at the Fillmore.
Okay, so let's talk about how that felt.
Amazing, surreal. I don't think it set in. The Fillmore didn't hit me until the next day. Okay. Because I remember people coming up to me afterwards and just texting and calling all night and saying, "It was a great show, I'm proud of you." And the next morning I was like, yo, I headlined the Fillmore.
So let's actually talk about Howard Theater as well. Talk about this show that you have coming up.
Yes, April 9th, my birthday, Howard Theater. Myself and my band, we're gonna do a really, really dope show. If you came to the Fillmore, it'll be that times 2, you know. Have some really cool surprise guests. I'm looking forward to it.
What can people usually expect from a performance from you?
Energy. A lot of energy and just a good time, you know. I feed off the crowd, so if the crowd is boring, then you're not gonna get a boring show, but you wouldn't get me at my max.
Right. Okay, so one thing I actually love about your music is people can never really tell who you are. You always give them something new, something different. So talk about your thought process when you're actually creating a new song.
It's really weird. I have a really weird process. I got used to writing in the car. Because I went to college in New York and I would drive home like 4 times a week, and I got used to just riding and listening to instrumentals and freestyling the whole time. By the time I got home, I had damn near EP.
Talk about EP. While we're talking about that, you've actually dropped a lot of material, but when can fans actually expect a debut album from you?
This year.
This year?
This year. It's coming sooner than later. People don't realize I've only put out 7 songs in the last 3 years, but I've put out so much music prior to that. So I think it was a good break to kind of find my sound.
So you did that on purpose?
No, life happened, and you know, that just happened, but I think it was a good thing.
And one thing that I think is very important to ask you is, I know that you're really big on DMV blogs and watching other DMV artists. Who would you say are some good people to look out for in 2015?
Most people are probably familiar with these names, but I would definitely say Cloud9. They're amazing. Pinky Killer Corn, she's amazing. Risa Renee, Allison Carney, it's so many, you know. I gain inspiration from so many artists in the area. I listen to DMV artists more than I listen to, you know, the radio or my iPod or anything. All on y'all picture, watch out, get back. You're joking, Ron, no kidding. I bet the whole DC come with it. I bet the whole PG come with it. Playing go with it, go. Yeah, hey, who the one motivating your children? Check. The DJ say Ron the building. Hey, and everybody put their hands to the ceiling. I'm telling y'all, I've been God body reading scripture in the lobby. For sweet baby Jesus, I'm with my Ricky Bobby. I'm sorry, a heathen in the center. On Monday I lost one, Tuesday a winner. I'm feeling like a vet, competing with you beginners. When I enter, all eyes on me. Put the prize on me. Right.